Hello everybody, this is your tutor AB. Today we're going to be solving a problem from the November 2020 IB Mathematics examination. This is an additional higher level problem from paper 1. Let's get started. Use L'Hopital's rule to determine the value of the limit x2 goes to 0 of 2 sine x minus sine 2x over x cubed. Okay, before I solve this problem, we have to make sure we understand what is L'Hopital's rule. Essentially, what the rule tells us is that the limit as x approaches some number c of some function, let's call that f of x over g of x, is the same as the limit of x approaches z of f prime of x as g prime of x. Essentially, if I differentiate the numerator and denominator of a fraction, the limit of both the before the derivation and after the derivation would be the same for x approaches the same number. Now, to put this in a better context, let's actually use this in the equation, because only when you use these type of rules will you understand them. Okay, in this case, they're saying the limit as x approaches 0 of 2 sine x minus sine 2x over x cubed. Okay. And also, one thing I forgot to mention, if suppose C doesn't give you a proper answer for the limit of this expression, you differentiate it again and again and then again until you do get an answer which satisfies the limit. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, you'll understand what I mean. So using this rule, I know that the limit as x approaches 0, the limit as x approaches 0 of 2 sine x minus sine 2x over x cubed is the same as the limit as x approaches 0 of this derivative of some derivative of this. Okay, so let's get started. Let's differentiate the numerator and denominator once. Let's see what do we get. But I want you to understand one thing, right? This is something you need to have for exam readiness. You don't want to waste time. Notice that's an x cubed. We're going to be using the same limit every time, 0. But when I plug in 0 into the denominator, I'm going to get undefined every single time. The denominator cannot be 0, so I need to understand that only when I differentiate it till x cubed becomes some constant will I be able to find the answer to this question. Now let's actually do it. Let me give you an example. So let's differentiate the top. So 2 sine x becomes 2 cos x, right? And minus sine x becomes, sine 2x becomes, it's a chain rule, cos 2x times by the differentiation of 2x, which would just be 2. And the denominator would be d by dx of x cubed, which would be 3x squared. Now, if I put 0 into this for x is equal to 0, without even doing much work, I'll know that if I multiply 0 into 3 times x squared, right? If I put 0 for x squared, I'll get 0 on the denominator. That just cannot work. That's not possible. Let's differentiate again. So, what can we do? Now, if I differentiate this again, it does not work. So, if I differentiate it again, 2 times, what is cos x? The differentiation, sine x, but negative sine x. So, that'll be negative 2 sine x. And then again, I need to differentiate minus 2 cos x, 2 cos 2x. So when I differentiate that, what do I get? Well, minus of minus sine 2x, right? And this of course is a constant, it's multiplied to it, so that is already there, 2, and then again followed by the chain rule. What's the differentiation of 2x? That is just 2. So if I rewrite this, and over the bottom, which is 6x, right? And if I rewrite this, negative 2 sine of x plus 4 sine of 2x over 6x. And again, for x equal to 0, this cannot work because when I multiply 0 times 6 for the denominator, I get undefined. So we differentiate this yet again, and that will become negative 2 wholes sine x becomes, well, now back to cos x plus 4 times, and then sine 2x, we need to differentiate it, becomes cos 2x, and then followed by the chain rule. Differentiation of 2x is 2 over 6x now finally becomes a constant. Now if I expand this, negative 2 cos x plus 8 cos 2x over 6. Now when I put for x is equal to 0, what do I get? Okay, so I get negative 2 times, what is the cos of 0? Cos of 0 is just 1 plus 8 times, again 2 times 0 is 0, so what again is the cos of 0? 1, and this whole thing over 6, and that gives me the answer of 6 over 6, otherwise 1. And that is the answer to this question. I hope you guys have learned something. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comment it down below and I'll answer it as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.